our intros, but we'd like you to just talk to us a little bit about Crystal, who she is, her passions as well in life, and what we'll get to kujua even more.
Thanks a lot. I'm just a human being that's crazy about making people feel seen and heard, feel included, and I think that my childhood is the reason for that. I'm the last born in my family, and there are very strong personalities in my family. My grandfather was a lawyer. My dad is a lawyer. My eldest brother is a lawyer. So a lot of standing up for yourself, making sure that you articulate yourself, making sure that you're able to put thoughts together and express, right?
Yeah.
But as a last born with and amongst many personalities like that, I kind of shied away in the household anyway. And so expression wasn't as strong as the rest, right? But throughout school, high school, etc., I instead joined the performing arts, so that I can try and hone those skills of expression, of being out in front of people, etc., right? So I was very heavy on music and theater, dance, debate, those kinds of activities, right? After school activities. And then fast forward to university, I went to the UK to study, and that's when I started to take music a bit more seriously, because I had always been told, oh, you have a nice voice, etc. I'd only recorded one song when I was 12 years old. It was a dub over some Bone Thugs and Harmony track.
Okay.
Yeah, Maze.
Is it possible to get this track?
Oh my God, I would not want the world to hear it. It was called Invisible. Oh my goodness, I was in my feelings.
I can you're in your goth era, I can imagine. I feel invisible.
So fast forward to uni, I started to focus on music more as I studied, as I also worked. And then my eyesight at that time started to decline even more than it did when I was a teenager. And I was like, okay, I've got a choice of what exactly am I going to do with this new life that is inevitable. Because my doctors had told me in the UK that I have glaucoma, and glaucoma has no cure, and it has been manifesting since I was around 14 years old. So by the time I'm like 25, I'll be definitely blind, they told me. So I had to now prepare. And who knows how to prepare to have a disability, yo? I mean, no one ever tells you there's no like disability class in primary school, right?
Yeah.
So this is what you should do. 1, 2, 3, here's the manual. So I was doing it alone. I was in the UK by myself. My parents, of course, my family was back here. And it was hard, man. I spiraled, I won't lie. I spiraled into a person that I'm not very proud of now. But I think it was all part of the experience. I mean, all of us have to go through hit rock bottom, as they say, before you can now, bounce back up. So, I came back. I was like, okay, cool. I have this disability now. I have all these things that I've done in university. I've worked at the BBC after university. Now I want to come and like become a radio presenter, work in media, continue the work I was doing at BBC. But in Kenya, people were not believing what I was saying that I could do, right? They were like, but you have a disability. Are you sure that you can be a production manager? Are you sure you can be an anchor? Are you sure you can be on radio? I'm like, but of course. I was doing it on like the biggest platform.
Yeah.
Right. And they supported me with all of the reasonable accommodations, they call it, that I needed, this kind of computer, that kind of, phone, etc., that talks, things like this. But I wasn't convincing guys here at home. I think I had a bit of a culture shock when I came back home, like the reverse culture shock, like, oh my gosh, I'm being dismissed by my own folk, right? But it's cool. I continued. Music became like the forefront for me, and also disability advocacy. And of course, I have always had an inclination towards the ODM party. That's my party. And within the party, people have always told me, have you thought about getting into politics? You've got a really good voice. You can articulate your thoughts. You're really strong in disability. And I'm like, nah. They told me I should try become woman rep. And I was like, nah, I'm just a creative. Hello. I'm just all about vibes. Yeah.
No, but that has not actually stopped you from being nominated and actually pushing very serious bills that we're just about to get to details about, because you've really done. The reason as to why we even invited you here is because there's someone who came and they were talking about people with disability, and they mentioned you at least 6 times in that conversation.
Oh wow.
And I was like, I know Crystal, let me call her and find out if we can get an opportunity for her to just give us a front row seat to get to understand these bills.